We are in Bucks County, Pennsylvania right now. We are driving to our photo shoot. We are going to be shooting a model in a field. It's going to be typical THP neo-Victorian fashion with a bird cage on the model's head. It's probably been done before, but I just randomly wanted to put a bird cage on someone's head today. So, isn't this great? Owning your own business, you get to do whatever you want. You get to be your own boss. Today, I'm going to make someone have a bird cage on their head. What did you get to do today? Just good questions. My work was never really well received in college because it is so out there and avant-garde, and some people find it offensive, and it's very in your face and very political. But my fondest memory of college was being the underdog and winning first place in the student print competition out of the entire school. I remember that moment. I was standing there and the curtains opened and it was like my self-portrait, and it was just like Taylor Horne. It was like, oh my God, this is crazy. Like I remember running down the aisle and I was like, this is insane. Like this is like gonna be the start of my whole life. Like I actually did it. The creative process usually begins in a small black Moleskine notebook that I keep in my jacket all the time. Any idea, I start writing it down. I do a sketch of where I want the lights to be, how I want the hair and makeup to be, and then I usually talk to Lexi, who does the hair and makeup, and we kind of bounce ideas back and forth and make it broader, make it a bigger, better idea. And then after that, we start actually planning the actual day of the shoot. And then once that actually comes together, we figure out how we can pull all of the creative processes, all of the hair and makeup, all of the styling, all of the clothing, the location, the set, and the lighting. We try to pull that all together for a certain message and try to figure out how we are going to best tell our story. Stick your neck out. My ideas come from a lot of things, a lot of different inspiration, whether it's, a magazine article that I read, or a film noir that I saw, or maybe it was a song that I heard. Different concepts, different objects, also clothing, like things just like kind of jump out and speak to me, and then I see them in these weird worlds and these weird alternate realities. It's the same way with people. I might meet a model and I think, oh, you need a bird cage on your head in the middle of a forest and a crazy pink dress and hair and makeup out to here, and like I think that it's just like it just comes to me. It's the same way with poetry that I write and things like that. It's just I close my eyes at night, and if I don't get these images out of my head, they will seriously drive me insane. I would tell students that are studying in a visual arts or anything artistic to run for your life and get a new major, because you're not going to make any money, and I hate to be the bearer of bad news, and I hate to be the reality check, but if you're hoping to make it big the day after you graduate, that's actually not going to happen. But you will be doing something that you love to do, and if you're really passionate and you make those sacrifices, then it's going to eventually be worth it, because eventually you will be discovered. And life is not all about being famous and recognized, because if it was, we wouldn't have celebrities. Everybody would be famous in their own way. So I think that the greatest thing is finding something that you love to do, that you absolutely adore, and that you're driven and passionate about. And that's really, at the end of the day, that all that matters. If you can come home and you can afford to have a home to come home to, just enough to get groceries, and you are satisfied with the images or the art or music or whatever it is you do that you created that day, then I think that's really all that matters. I mean, that's what thrift stores are for, right? Go shopping, wear rags if you have to. I think that money, just pour everything into what you have and you'll get the most out of it. Yeah, and of course in the next 10 years I'd like to be on the cover of Vogue, but that's, every pipe dreams, right? But I really think that I can make it happen. I think if you're driven and you really focus on something with all of your energy, eventually you've got to get something for that, right? So hopefully my dreams will come true. I've been dreaming them for so long. I'd like to wake up and then actually be a reality. Ain't that kind of movie, honey. Place is full of artists. Hey, artists, you got $1? Didn't think so.